Hey, Crypto Walker here, and we're going to go through a quick Binance tutorial on how to set buys, sells, withdrawals, and navigate around the Binance exchange, which is a pretty simple exchange to navigate and also register on. So I'm going to log in really quickly here and show you guys how to do this. So as you log in, it always asks you to drag and drop here, and then it's going to ask me for my two-factor Google Authenticator code. All right, and now as you see, you're logged in. It gives you this, there's a lot of phishing attacks and scams. So they give you the warning, be smart, don't give your private keys away, don't give your password, all of that fun stuff. But up here, you're gonna click on exchange. And this is where you're able to go to the exchange and start making purchases, buys and sells, setting stop limit orders, all of those different things, looking up different coins, seeing the charts. So over here you see these are the coins that are available in BTC. As you see, this BTC is highlighted. That means you're looking at the coins that are set to BTC pairs. As you see, Neo-BTC, Link-BTC. If I wanted to trade with Ethereum, I could go over here. If I want to buy and sell with Ethereum, if I want to trade with Binance coin, I can go over here and click on Binance, and it highlights all the markets that are available. I can scroll down. If I know the ticker, I can type it in here and look it up. OMG is not available with BNB coin. Is Neo available? Whoops. Neo is available with BNB coin. And the Binance coin, if you trade with it, you get a 50% discount on the fees. And then there's also USDT pairs, okay? So you can click on whichever one you're trading with. I normally trade with Bitcoin or Ethereum on Binance. I do have some BNB I could trade with as well to save on fees, but most of these coins that I'm buying on Binance, I'm buying to hold for long term, so I'm not buying and selling and making a lot of trades on Binance. So we're going to leave it on BTC. Let's say we're looking at OMISGO. So I type in OMG, I can click right here on it. I'm able to go look at it. It shows you the Bitcoin price versus the US dollar price. It shows you the change in the last 24 hours, up or down, the high, the low, the volume that's being traded. I can look at the chart here, very limited charting. If I want to go to a different time frame, I click on the hourly. I can go to the 4-hour time frame. I can go down to the minutes if I want. And look at OMISGO, had a nice dip there. Would have been a good time to scoop some up. Oh, when was that? A couple weeks ago, probably. Yeah. About the same time, a couple days ago, Bitcoin had its low. So that makes sense. Then down here, I have my buy and my sell. Okay, so I can set my buys and sells right here. It's always set on limit order, which means you can set it to whatever you want. For example, limit orders don't fill immediately. Market orders do. So if I wanted to buy some OMISGO right now, it tells me how much Bitcoin I have available. If I wanted to buy 25%, of course I have a very tiny bit of Bitcoin. If I wanted to buy 100%, I could buy 0.13 OMISGO at market price. Current market price is right here, shows you. Okay, so that's what I would be paying. If I wanted to set a limit order and you're charting, using Coinigy, doing technical analysis, you could look at this and go, okay, let's look at the daily. I want to buy OMISGO when it hits 1193 again. Okay. Now, again, it might not hit that zone, and if it doesn't, then your order won't be filled. But a limit order, you're telling you're setting your order and waiting for it to come to you. So let's do 1200. Okay. And say, so I could buy 0.16, and I'm going to say buy OMG. Oh, it has a minimum. So guys, what would happen is if that were to happen, my open orders would show right here, and it would have a buy order for OMG. And then down here, when it filled, it would have a fill. Okay, my 0.16 OMG would be down here. That's how you set a limit order. So you set the price you want it to fill at, and then you wait for it to fill. And if it doesn't fill, then you go and you reset it and buy it at a different price. A market order, again, fills immediately. And then over here, same thing. You can set your sell limit order for OMISGO. You can buy it on market, sell it on market, which means if I wanted to sell one OMISGO right now at market price, it would be, 461 Satoshis. If I wanted to set a limit order and say when it hits 0.661 Satoshis, which goes up to that, then sell 100% of my OMISCO. And I would set that sell, and it would sell when it reaches that price. All right. If I wanted to set a stop limit order, okay, so let's say I own OMISCO. Let's go to a coin that I am holding on. So if I want to find out what funds I'm holding, I go up here to funds and I click on balances. And that will show me what I've got. So let's go to ELF. So let's go up here to exchange. And I'll show you guys how to set a stop limit order. AELF. So let's go to the 4 hour. All right. And we're going to go down here. I have 398 ELF and I want to set a stop limit. So I'm going to click on stop limit. I've bought those. Let's say I paid 13.5. Let's say I paid 14. Okay. And it's dropped down to 13.56, but I only want to risk 10%. All right. So same thing, I'd figure out what 10% is of 14,500 or 14,000 would be what? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, click on stop limit. Okay. Stop is the trigger, limit is the sell. And then I fill in the amount. Let's say I'm going to fill in 100% because I want to set a stop limit. I don't want to lose more than 10%. And I paid 14,000. So we're going to set a stop. I'm going to go over here and click on this so it automatically fills. I do that just to make sure that I don't miss out on any zeros. So 14,000, so 1,400, it would already have filled. But let's say for this example, we're going to set our stop limit at 13,500. Okay. So stop is the trigger, limit is the sell. So what I'm saying is when the market hits 13,500, sell my ELF for 13,490. Okay. So what it'll do is it will place a sell order as soon as it hits 13,500. This sell for 398.65 ELF will go on the books at 13,490 and will be filled when it hits that. Okay, that's how you set a stop limit. I'm going to set it a little bit differently here because I don't want to sell my ELF, just so you guys can see. Okay. And it will say, if the last price drops to or below 12.5 Bitcoin, in order to sell 398 ELF at price 12,490, Bitcoin will be placed. And if I want to do this, I click on yes. And right down here, right there is my stop limit order. Okay. I'm going to cancel it because I don't want to sell it. But if it were to reach that, then I would be selling that. And that's a way to really be safe and limit your risk, limit your losses, is by setting a stop loss. Okay. Now I canceled it, so it shows my order history was canceled down here. All right. So that's how to set a stop loss. And again, you can go up here, you click on funds, you can see the balances, you can make deposits and withdrawals, you can see your transaction history, you can see the open orders you have, the order history you have, the trades you've made in the past. You can go up here and click on support to get help. Here's where you have your, your account profile, set up your 2FA and all of that. But Binance is very easy. The main thing you need is really the basic exchange. You can find the coins that you want to buy and sell and trade. And then if you buy a coin on Binance that you want to hold long term and you don't want to leave it on the exchange, which I highly recommend, you go up here, you'll go to funds and you'll go to withdrawals. Or excuse me, actually, you'll just go to balances. And then you can go over here to deposit or withdraw. And let's say I want to withdraw. Click on it. I go to wherever I'm holding my Tron long term, and I would be able to then fill in the address here, click submit, however many Tron I want to send, click submit, and it will send my Tron to that wallet. And vice versa. If I want to deposit, right? If I want to send some more Bitcoin over to my select a coin I want to deposit. So let's say I want to deposit Bitcoin, right? I would click here. That's my wallet that I want to send to. So I'd go to the wallet where I'm holding my Bitcoin, I would click on send or withdraw from the wallet. I would copy and paste this address into that, and I would say send, and then it will send Bitcoin to my Binance account. All right. I think that's really it with Binance. It's pretty simple. If you have any questions or I missed something, let me know and we'll do our best to cover it in a future class.